We are less than a month away from Election Day, folks, and throughout this election, KOB4 is committed to really gauging the issues and the candidates who are resonating with you. And we do this through polling. Our pollster, SurveyUSA, consistently rates among the most even-handed and accurate polls nationwide. And tonight, 4 investigator Matt Grubbs has the latest look at what is driving voters to the polls and who they're supporting in our governor's race.
Last month's poll, showing a 12-point gap between Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham and Mark Ronchetti, raised some eyebrows. According to a KOB SurveyUSA poll of 570 likely voters taken just after the September 30th KOB debate, that gap has widened 16 percentage points as the Democratic governor hits 53% to her Republican challenger's 37%.
The thing that's really important, I think, is that what the Republicans wanted to run on was inflation and the economy, and that's been taken away by the abortion issue.
UNM political science professor Tim Krebs says abortion is asserting itself as a major factor. Abortion has a depth that's pushing the election toward Michelle Lujan Grisham. Take a look. Among those who say it's the issue most impacting their vote, she holds a 73-point advantage. Looking deeper, 3 out of 4 voters say abortion will be some sort of factor, and among that group, the governor still polls 35 percentage points above Ronchetti. Lujan Grisham's advantage among women has grown from 18 to 29 points since our last poll last month. She's also running stronger among Hispanic likely voters, growing from a 33-point margin to 44 points. Mark Ronchetti has built his support around economic issues. Among those who are most concerned about inflation, where he holds a 12-point advantage, and among likely voters who identify the economy as the issue most impacting their vote, an 18-point lead. Together, they make up a large part of his base of support. He's narrowed the gap among men to just a point. We also asked everyone what view on abortion comes closest to their own. From most restrictive to least here, 31% said abortion should only be allowed to save a mother's life or in cases of rape or incest. 20% favored what we can call the Ronchetti plan, allowing it up to 15 weeks, then applying the life, rape, or incest exceptions. 7% favored a 3rd trimester ban. 27% said there should be no restrictions. 15% weren't sure. That's 58% favoring at least some sort of restriction, but keeping it legal, a number that tracks nationally. But because so many people care about it, at least somewhat, Krebs says it's sucking a ton of air out of key Republican issues.
They want to run on the economy and inflation, but what's happened is the Supreme Court decision on abortion has caused people to think about an issue that the Republicans would rather not talk about.
What's certain is this poll is not the same thing as an election. No poll is. And both Ronchetti and Lujan Grisham are raising money hand over fist. This campaign is anything but over. Matt Grubbs, 4 Investigates.
We saw little movement in 2 other statewide races we polled. Democrat Raul Torres has a 50 to 33% advantage over Republican Jeremy Gay in the race for our open state attorney general seat. And Democratic Secretary of State Maggie Toulouse Oliver has a 47% to 32% lead over Republican challenger Audrey Trujillo, with Libertarian Maina Myers there tallying 3%. A large chunk of undecided voters, though, in both those lower profile races.